everybody, it's me, Jill, and welcome to Jill Informed. This is the recap of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 9, Episode 9, A Wolf in Camille's Clothing. I am just finally recovering from last week's episode. Goodbye, Kyle! But I will never be tired of that. And I really just got a chance about 5 minutes ago. I started glancing at some of the comments from you guys. I haven't had a chance to answer anybody, but I will say this. You guys do seem to be split about 50-50, whether you are Team Vanderpump all the way or you think Lisa Vanderpump is basically a big fat liar. You guys know I am confused week by week. I pretty much was thinking Lisa Vanderpump is, of course, capable of hatching a plan, like let's make Dorit look bad on camera. I also feel like she has motive, because even though she has forgiven Dorit, I still think that somebody who is a real animal lover is not going to easily forget that your friend adopted a dog from your shelter and then gave it away, dropping the dog off at a shelter other than Vanderpump dogs, I think would make any animal lover incensed. So I don't even necessarily blame Lisa if she did it. But what I'm saying is, do I think she's capable of some kind of behind the scenes shenanigans? Yes, I do. But when she swore on her children's lives and on Jiggy's life, let's not forget the most important one of all, she swore on Jiggy's life, I don't think that's something she would do lightly. Like I said last week, that would be some pretty bad karma coming your way. So at that moment, I thought, oh, Lisa did not talk to Radar online. So I don't know. The other thing I want to say before we start this week is I knew before this whole season began that right around the halfway point, Lisa Vanderpump was not going to film with the other ladies. Now, I don't know if she's still filming, if she's contractually obligated to film and is going to be continuing out the whole rest of the season with scenes on her own, or if she's not going to be on the second half of this. I don't, that part I don't know yet, and I haven't heard anything about. But I did know that there was gonna be some big blowout between Lisa and all the other women. Did I think it was going to be about a dog? Never in a million years. So yeah, I know a lot of you guys are just over it. But if this is coming to a head soon, where Lisa is not going to be filming, then I feel like the whole second half of this season is going to be very, very different. It'll be like the season is just restarting again in a way. All in all, you know me, I love it all. Even if you guys are done, I'm not watching because Vanderpump's not anymore, or I'm not watching because Vanderpump isn't getting punished enough. For whatever your reason, I'm still going to be watching. And I'm still going to be recapping. So if I am your only source from now on, no worries. I got you, boo. All right. As usual, I am going to be watching as we go along. And I am intrigued by the title, A Wolf in Camille's Clothing. So I want to find out what that's all about. So let's get started. This episode opens with 24 hours later. And we see all of the cast members, with the exception of Lisa Vanderpump, including Camille and Aaron. Pretty sure he's the only guy there. They're at the Federal. I don't know why yet. Is that a theater? They're all sitting around and Kyle is telling them exactly what happened at Villa Rosa the day before. She just has everybody's rapt attention. She's telling them how Ken swore at her and all this stuff, and everyone's like, oh, no one can believe it. I think Kyle is just eating it up right now because Kyle is holding court in this place right now. Oh gosh, is it Lisa Vanderpump's birthday? That is horrible timing. After the taglines, the show opens with a close-up of a note card that's in a bouquet of beautiful pink roses. And it says, "Happy birthday, beautiful. I love you more than wet puppy kisses. Love you so much, John Sessa." You know what I don't love so much? John Sessa. If nothing else, I think he got Lisa into trouble. Maybe not John Blizzard. Maybe John Blizzard has no authority to do anything. But John Sessa does. He's her partner. He's the one that carried Lucy Apple Juice out in the first place. I'm not loving that guy. Okay, so now Ken is feeding Jiggy some tea off of his fingertip. And the doorbell rings, and it's Steven, the guy who's going to remodel their kitchen. So he comes in, and Lisa, I don't know if this is a narration. Oh no, it's her confession cam. I love whatever this dress is that she's wearing. It's pink and flowery, and it's like sheer on top. It's so pretty. It's so Lisa, actually. Anyway, she's telling him that it was my birthday and I didn't think we should celebrate this year because losing my brother, and I just didn't feel up to it. But Pandy and Ken took it upon themselves to have a big celebration party for me, and I'm just going to go along with it. She's showing this guy she has a locket that she got from Pandora, maybe just, or her kids, I don't know. It's got you and the kids and Nanny K. Oh, you know that is a slam to Kyle. You guys remember how Kyle couldn't remember who Nanny K was? And somebody else did, like Erica Jane, I think. Erica's like, yeah, that's her grandmother. She lived with her. You cannot tell me that she is not mentioning that on camera as a way to give a dig to Kyle, right? So funny. Okay, now we're going back and forth a little bit between Kyle and Mauricio, who are out on a date night at a restaurant, and Lisa and Ken. Mauricio said, "I really don't like the way Ken spoke to you. I think that's unacceptable." And then we cut over to Lisa, who said, "You really were rather rough with Kyle." And Ken admits that he was, but that when she was going after Lisa, he just saw red. And I kind of understand that. I have mixed feelings about this a little bit. Okay, I don't love when a man gets involved in an argument between two women. I understand he wants to defend his wife, but Lisa is a very strong woman and she could defend herself. And also, Kyle did not have anybody there on her side. So in that particular case, I think Ken should have let the women hash it out. If he could have remained calm, I think it would have been okay for him to say, "I don't like that you talk that way about my wife, and please leave." And I think he has a right to do that. But he was getting loud. But the other side of it to me is that Ken's not very threatening. He's just not very threatening to me. So I feel like I'm cutting him more slack than I should. Because if he was more intimidating, that would bother me a lot more. I guess on the whole, I think that he didn't need to step in. Lisa was doing fine. Back to Lisa, she goes, "I could say I'm hurt. I could say I don't like anything that she did. But I'm not going to stand here and say what a bitch she is." Just said it. And then Ken laughs. Oh my God. Okay, well, the next scene, we learn that PK has diabetes, and Dorit is having a conversation with Sadie, who is PK's assistant. What PK needs an assistant for, I have no idea. They're talking about like what to put in a smoothie for him. Dorit said, "PK has had diabetes ever since I've known him. And on our first date for breakfast, he had white toast with butter, 2 fried eggs, hash brown potatoes, bacon, sausage, French fries." I'm not kidding. She's going on and on. And I'm thinking, Forget the diabetes. How could he possibly eat it all that? And I think he probably had a Coca-Cola. And it's been a struggle ever since. Then we get a montage of PK shoveling food and Coca-Cola in his mouth. Oh my God. Dorit and Sadie are running from the NutriBullet because neither of them know how to work it. Went off and they don't know how to turn it off. And finally Sadie unplugs it. It was a definite Lucy and Ethel scene. And in the end, they did make a smoothie that even they couldn't choke down. So Dorit was not even going to attempt to give it to PK. The next scene is Lisa Rinna, Denise, and Erica, and they are at up flying yoga or something. It's like yoga class where you like hang from that fabric where you can like do twist upside down and hang upside down and stuff like that. I don't know. Oh, so I guess Lisa Rinna also wasn't in that first scene when Kyle was telling everybody in the group about what happened 24 hours earlier. I thought everybody was there, but no Lisa Rinna, because Denise and Erica are just telling Lisa now about it. And they're saying, yes, and Kyle got thrown out of their house. Lisa, oh, she got thrown out of their house? Everyone's so shocked. I mean, it is shocking, but is it really shocking for them? I don't know. I feel like that kind of thing happens all the time to a housewife. So Lisa Rinna wants to have a little get-together for Denise to celebrate her wedding because Kyle wasn't able to go to her wedding, and she's inviting everybody over next Friday. But Erica Jane has rehearsal, so she can't go because she's getting ready for her tour. Now we're at Denise's house, and Aaron is installing video cameras in the house. He said, so if anybody comes in this door here, the glass doors that look out onto the ocean, if anyone comes in that way, we'll be able to see it. And Denise is like, yeah, and if anybody goes out those doors, we'll be able to see that too. Sammy is 14, and that, she pretty soon she's going to be sneaking out of the house. She's in high school now. And Denise apparently had started when she was 15, so she's prepared for when Sammy does it. There's no kids tonight, so they're having barbecue and they're sitting outside. It's a beautiful evening. And she's talking to Aaron about the ladies and Kyle, the story Kyle told the other night. And Aaron said, yeah, I feel sorry for Kyle. So Denise says to Aaron, do you think I should call Lisa Vanderpump? And Aaron's like, well, why? Why would you want to get in the middle of this? Yeah, thank you, Aaron. I love when somebody who isn't one of the housewives will say something that is so like voice of reason. Denise said, well, I mean, I've had a good relationship with her. She's been so kind. She's been sweet to Eloise. I just thought maybe I could talk to her, but I don't want to get on her bad side because she fights dirty. If she did this, she fights dirty. Okay, if she did it, right? Let's just all cool our jets until we have proof. Not that I think she's not capable of doing it. I do. But I don't think I would go off without knowing for sure. So anyway, Aaron ends up saying, listen, she's probably going to call you because you guys do have a good relationship. And if the opportunity presents itself, then go for it. Speak your truth. Now we're at Dorit and PK's house, and they're going to have lunch, but first she wants to check his blood sugar, and it's 318, which I guess is high. I don't know. PK's not taking it seriously. It's frustrating for Dorit. I can understand that. You know what I can't understand? I just feel like if I had enough money to have a chef, in my house, I would eat so healthy because all it takes is somebody who will take the time to prepare food, to make healthy food tasty. I know it's possible, but it takes time and effort that I don't want to do. I just feel like when you have that much money, you could eat healthy. Anyway, so Dorit tells him, I haven't talked to Lisa, and I sent her a card for her birthday. Side note, Phoenix is on her lap right now. That kid is freaking adorable. Look how cute she is. Anyway, PK said, it wasn't even aware you had a falling out, babe. Are you not the one who said you thought Lisa put that article in Radar Online? That was you, PK. I don't know what's going on with these people. I guess PK is getting his feelings hurt because he was not invited to Lisa's birthday party. I understand why she didn't invite Kyle, but I don't know why she didn't invite any of the rest of us. I just don't. Do you really not know? Whatever. Okay, so now we are at a place called Beauty in Essex, and it does look very pretty. I guess it's a restaurant. Lisa Rinna and Teddy show up first, and I guess this is the get-together for Denise. Oh, Denise is having drinks with Lisa Vanderpump before she comes. All right, so she should have a story to tell. Do you guys think she's going to come with the attitude that she is on Lisa Vanderpump's side? Or do you think she's going to come and just tell them everything Vanderpump said and, be on their side? I don't know. In Denise's confessional, she said, it happened exactly the way Aaron said. Lisa Vanderpump called me and she invited her to her birthday celebration at Tom Tom. So Denise is going there for a drink first. So while Denise is in the car on the way over to Tom Tom, Kyle calls her on the phone and she's talking to her and she tells her, I'm going to meet with LVP before we meet tonight. And Kyle said, oh, you are? Okay. So then Kyle tells her that she sent her something for her birthday and she hasn't heard from her. So Kyle said, well, maybe you can bridge the gap a little bit. And Denise is like, I'll see what I can do. Oh, little crossover, we get to see Tom Schwartz. It is a little weird to see Tom Tom while I'm watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, though. Even though it's silly because Lisa's on both shows, but still, I keep them compartmentalized in my mind. Okay, just real quick, we see the Chiron tells us it's 6:36 p.m. when Denise is stepping outside of the car heading into Tom Tom. I don't know if that's going to be significant, but I'm making a mental note of it. Okay, you guys probably know about this because you know everything before I do, but Lisa Rinna is now telling Teddy that she had been texting back and forth with Lisa Vanderpump a little bit, and Teddy said, oh, you have? And she said, yes, I sent her either a tweet or an Instagram picture, I don't know, for her birthday, and it was a picture of cupcakes that were decorated with different kinds of pills in the frosting. Now, this was a play on the fact that everybody was making fun of Lisa being a pill popper because she had that little pill bag that she kept around in her purse. Lisa Vanderpump and Dorit were trying to actually really make something of her pill bag. And Rinna took it in stride and she joked about it and she said, because if I were really a pill popper, it would have bothered me, but I'm not, so I can go along with the joke. And it's become like her shtick now. So she sends that to Lisa. Before Lisa even replied, Rinna either heard from other people or got a sense that it could be taken the wrong way. So she reached out to Lisa Vanderpump again and just said, I just need you to know this was all in good fun, and I really hope you don't take it the wrong way. It was not meant in any other way than to kind of poke fun of myself and the whole pill thing, to just kind of play on that. The text back from Lisa said, I'm very glad it wasn't intended another way because of my brother. I know that some of you guys think that I'm a Pollyanna about things and that I too much see the good in people, but I refuse to believe that Lisa Rinna would kick another woman when she's down and that she would make fun of the fact that somebody's brother committed suicide by overdose. Now, should Lisa Rinna have thought before she sent that? Yeah, definitely. And it was probably one of those things where she saw the picture and thought, oh my God, this is funny, I have to send it, without thinking. And yeah, that's not good to be thoughtless, but it's also not cruel. Two different things. I believe Rinna sent it before she thought about Lisa's brother. Okay, now I forgot that Lisa's own sister died from a drug overdose. So she did clarify now. She goes, I would never make a joke about that. So I believe her. Now we see Lisa Vanderpump and Ken in the car heading over to Tom Tom, and Lisa asks him who he has invited to her birthday party. And Ken said, well, most of your friends, well, some of them anyway, some of them are out of town. One thing I have decided was that I was not going to invite anybody who was going to upset you on your birthday. Back at the restaurant, Kyle shows up now, and then Dorit and the twins. Yeah. Even Rinna, in Rinna's confessional, she's like, boobs! Boobs and boobs! Boobs! Yeah, as always, when the twins come out to play, they like front and center. They aren't always there, but when they are, they're not shy. So now we're going to go back and forth a little bit, I think, from Tom Tom and Lisa's birthday party to Beauty in Essex and Denise's, I don't know, wedding get-together. And now Camille has shown up. Here's a question. Why wasn't Camille invited to Lisa Vanderpump's party, right? Anyway, maybe we'll find out. Oh, what was the name of this episode? A Wolf in Camille's Clothing. Now that Camille's here, I'm going to keep that in mind. Well, now I know why the Chiron is counting the time for us, because now it is 7:41, and Denise is still sitting there waiting for Lisa Vanderpump, who has not shown up yet, and Denise feels incredibly awkward because guests are arriving to her birthday party, and Denise is just sitting there waiting because she was supposed to have a drink with Lisa before the party. I certainly hope this was not Lisa Vanderpump's ploy to trick Denise into coming to her party. Because, you know, Rinna's little get-together is in honor of Denise. So right now, Denise is the only one not there at her own party because she's sitting in Tom Tom waiting for Lisa. Unless Lisa is just trying to get her back for how long everybody had to wait at her wedding. I don't know. Maybe it's a little taste of her own medicine. Over at Beauty in Essex, the ladies are now getting hungry, so they're ordering nibbles. Everyone wants to hear about Camille's wedding plans. And she's like, okay, I'm glad you're all here because everybody here is invited. And in the confessional, Lisa Rinna goes, I don't think I've ever invited anyone to my wedding that made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. Oh, meow, Lisa Rinna. She is, of course, referring to the fact that Camille said that about Dorit, which I loved because I thought that was such juicy gossip. And the whole thing with Camille and Taylor, and yeah, that was good. That was a really good, juicy scene for us viewers. Then everybody finds out that Denise is having drinks with Lisa Vanderpump as they speak. And this is the first time that Dorit's hearing it, and she's like, then in the confessional, Dorit says, how is it that Denise got invited to Lisa Vanderpump's party and none of the rest of us have? She's known Denise for 10 seconds. Side note, you can crucify me in the comments, but I am digging this confessional look of Dorit's. So cool. And I'm sorry, I know it's like blatant and everything, but the Chanel earrings, I'm into them, man. I think it's cool. Okay, it's 7:50 and Lisa and Ken roll up to the front of Tom Tom. And she's, hello, it's so good to see all of you. I don't know a single person in there. I mean, except for Denise Richards, who is sitting by herself on the banquette. So Lisa finally sees Denise. Denise is like, I don't know if she totally forgot or what. But she's like, oh, thank you for coming. And Denise said, oh, I have a birthday gift for you. And she goes, oh, and I still have your wedding gift. And she goes, oh, you don't have to get me a wedding gift. And she goes, do you want to stay? And Denise is like, no, I have a dinner to go to. And then to the confessional, Denise is like, I don't know if she totally forgot or what. They were supposed to have a drink. So Denise just wishes her a happy birthday and leaves. Waited like an hour and a half almost. I don't remember when she first got there, but in any case, that was a waste of time. So Denise now finally gets to the restaurant where the other ladies are and apologizes for being late. And Kyle's sitting right next to Denise now, and she puts her hand on her shoulder and she said, okay, so married life is good? Mm-hmm. The kids are good? Mm-hmm. Okay, how was Lisa Vanderpump? So let's quickly get through your life because I don't care about that. What I care about is, what did Lisa Vanderpump say? Denise just said, oh, I think she was happy that her friends and family were there. And everyone's like, oh, yeah. And then she said, I just said maybe we can get together for lunch sometime and have a talk because, I don't know her that well. Okay, are you not going to tell the others that we were supposed to meet for a drink before her party, but I sat there for an hour and a half waiting for her, so then there was no time to talk? That's what I would have said. I guess, if she's going to keep people waiting 2.5 hours or whatever it was for her own wedding, I guess she's got to be chill about other people keeping her waiting too. So I think what's going on is that people are actually really kind of upset that they were not invited to her birthday party. Kyle mentioned that she's been to every one of her birthday parties for the last, 10 years maybe. Lisa Vanderpump also kind of went through that in her head, that Kyle has always been at my birthday party. But this year, obviously it's different for her and Kyle. That wasn't just your run-of-the-mill fight. That was pretty intense. So everybody else is like, yeah. And even Rinna goes, I don't have a beef with her right now. Kyle said, the fact of the matter is you were all talking to her before I went to her house and had the big argument. And after that, now she's just punishing everybody. Meanwhile, back at Tom Tom, Kevin Lee is there. I guess he's forgiven for calling Katie fat, but not James. Okay, guys, I don't know if I just feel suspicious of everything right now, but this scene with Pandora and Max seems very contrived. This is Lisa Vanderpump's birthday party, and Pandora and Max have to make a point of standing by Lisa and saying, I heard you were having trouble with your friends. And she's like, oh, where did you have that? Max said that. And he goes, Pendy told me. And she's like, not right now. He's like, I just want you to know that you have us. So big group hug because her children are there for her when her friends are not. That definitely should have happened in private. But somebody thought it should be aired on Real Housewives. So a beautiful cake is being brought out to Lisa by two boys without their shirts. She thanks everybody. She mentions that it's been a very tough year and that she hopes next year is much better. But that she loves everybody and thanks them for coming. So it was sweet and it was nice. Back over to Beauty and Essex. All the ladies are toasting Denise. Denise said to Camille, and you're next. And Kyle tells everyone that she planned Camille's wedding shower at the same place that Camille got married to Kelsey Grammer. Camille's like, oh, it's ancient history. It's fine. Okay, Camille's getting plastered and she's spilling secrets about Kelsey Grammer. She's done that before, said he was a bad kisser and all that. Now she's like, I don't even remember ever being in bed with him. It wasn't that great. And she's like, our marriage just petered out. And she's kind of going on and on. They're laughing hysterically. I can only assume that it's because they've all been drinking, because it's honestly not that funny. At least not to me. Then she talks about how she was a dental assistant and before Lisa Vanderpump got her teeth fixed, it drove her crazy. Because she's like, I just wanted to say your gums are receding. And well, everyone is just laughing and laughing and laughing. And it's not that funny. Okay, in the confessionals, I guess maybe the ladies don't think it's as funny as they're acting like they think it is. Even Dorit was like, okay, I think she's gone a bit too far. And Teddy's like, yeah, there's no going back from this. Then we end with one more zinger where Camille said, but no, her teeth look great now. At least now you can stand her breath. Okay. Damn, girl. You don't have an issue with Lisa Vanderpump. You do now, but you didn't. It was weird. And so I guess we now understand the title, A Wolf in Camille's Clothing. Because, yeah, that just kind of came out of nowhere. So, anyway, that's where this episode ends. Not the most fun. I don't know, guys. If nothing else, I am sure you have a lot of opinions. So leave them all in the comments down below. If you liked this recap, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to Jill Informed, please do so. All right, everybody, I'm going to be right back here next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central Time for the next recap of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I hope I see you there. Bye.